Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight, doing a little bit of goofing around. Got another snowy day, but it's a nice day out in the garage here. I want to get out and continue on the series of shooting the cool old guns from my collection, and this one definitely fits that bill for sure. Cool old gun. This one is arguably one of the best shooting guns I have, as far as air guns go especially. This one is an old Daisy, actually a Gamo, marketed by Daisy back in the 80s. This one was made in Spain, and this is a Gamo model 126 Supermatch. Really cool old gun. Very much like my Walther LGR. Kind of a competition for that one. They both shoot 177 caliber. And I've shot them head to head, and they've both, depending on how I did with them, have won. I picked this one up several years ago off of eBay. Really good shape. All of the seals inside of it are just O-rings, and I did have a problem with the exhaust valve a couple of years ago, and I took it apart, and it was just a couple of little tiny O-rings, metric size O-rings, and I was able to replace those, and it's been working fine ever since. So really pretty cool, pretty easy to work on. We're going to do a little bit of plinking here in the garage. I've got the RWS R10 matches, and I've got the normal cast of characters down there. Do have a couple of my new cowboy and Indian little army men type. So you pull the handle back like this. This is not a Springer, so don't get too freaked out when I'm not holding that handle, because it's a single stroke pneumatic. But you pull the breech back, put your pellet in like it was a side lever Springer. Got to make sure that handle goes all the way forward, or else this breech won't seal. And then you bring your handle forward, and that charges your air. Let's see what we can do. Take a couple. We've got a couple of splatterburst sighters there. Just an absolutely phenomenal trigger on this one. I think it measured in the like a 5 or 6 ounce trigger. Intended to be a 10-meter offhand shooting gun. I only have 7 yards here, but you know, we'll have fun anyway. High on that one. The single stroke pneumatics came in the 70s and were kind of all the rage for a little while in the 80s, and then they started getting PCPs, and they went away again. So oh, there we go. So I could use to go down just a little bit. Hopefully not too much. We'll shoot at that other splatter burst now. This thing has really well balanced feel, kind of like the 22 that I shoot for my sporting rifle league. So I really like to get out here and practice with these guys like this. Now that was my point of aim right there, so right now I have a post in there, which is the one, not really what I too much care for, but so now I'm going to aim like I'm aiming right in the middle of that splatter burst. There we go. All right, so I haven't fixed my silhouette target there. I broke my ram, just busted right off the welds on the base. Oh, so that must not be closed all the way. There it goes. So if you don't get that closed all the way, the breech won't seal and you won't get a compressed puff of air there. But all right, let's start off with our pig. No problem. All right, let's see if we can. So I think the red one there is an Indian. Red. Oh, got him. Knocked down one of the soldiers too. These ones aren't too powerful, maybe like 450, 500 feet per second, but they were never intended to be, you know, a hunting gun or anything like that. So let's hit a paintball. Oh, not sure where that one went. I think it was off to the left of it a little bit, it felt like. But this is good practice for my offhand shooting for that sporting rifle league for sure. All right, same paintball again. Oh, come on. Them are tiny. All right. Do one more, and if we don't get it, we'll move on for now. Knocked down one of the other army men, though. It's nice just to get out here and use these guys and actually put a little bit of oil in there and make sure the seals are still good in them and all that sort of thing. All right, let's hit the chicken. Ooh. Went above it and hit the spinner and the target behind. I wonder if my point of aim has risen up on me here. Let's go back up to the splatter burst one more time. Not really. Guess it's just me being shaky. All right. Maybe I can hit that green paintball. Yep. I was going just a touch higher, I think. Now I've knocked down all of my. Let me reset some of them army men up and cowboy there. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Alright, I did set the Indian back up too. Let's hit him first. Got him. knocked the soldier back down again. But I think I got my bearings as far as where my point of aim is. So let's hit the chicken. Try to hit the chicken. Got him. I think I'm still shooting a little high. All right, let's hit that cowboy. Got him. Knocked him over. Not sure how well these ones are going to last. The other little soldiers I have completely disintegrate, so. All right, let's knock down the turkey. There we go. All right, we got one more paintball that I couldn't hit earlier. Let's see if we can get that. And again, there's no spring inside this, so there's no normal side cocker or springers. You got to be real careful. And I would hold that behind my arm while I loaded my pellet in, but these ones, there's no spring there, so there's no risk of crushing your finger or chopping your finger or whatever. All right, let's hit that paintball. There we go. Pretty good shot. It's going a little high there before. Got that all figured out though. So, but anyway, there you guys go. That is the Gamo Model 126 Super Match. Best I can put a date on this is probably the early 80s. But a really cool shooting gun. Like I said, it was imported and distributed by Daisy. It actually says down here in the bottom, you can contact Daisy in Rogers, Arkansas for literature on this. I'm not sure if that's still valid or not, but that's what it does say right here down in the little metal rail there. But hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.